What's happening, everybody? So today is Sunday and that means trips to the dump done, and then gonna tackle the beast which is the garden. Now let me show you something which you're gonna find very interesting. See this right here, this big thing that kind of looks like a bush? That was a weed that started very, very small, and through the window here, our sofa's there, and I've just been happily watching this thing that was a weed grow bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger into a bush, and then it sprouted these nice yellow things. But now I think it is time for the weed to go, and it's time to sort out this garden because the weather is good and later on we want to have a barbecue.
What's up, guys? Today my dad's lawnmower. Right now we're just going to get this conversation. Right now, you see one leaf? You can get it. And a high score. And make like a font. But that's only make sure you're fine.
That there is the pile of leaves, purely, well, weeds, purely from the patio. That's a lot of weedage. And that is a wrap for the garden. A few hours, hard work, and it looks pretty good. I'll show you in a minute. But while I was gardening, I was thinking of something, and I wanted to kind of dispel a myth, and that is that we all have that one friend who seems to be able to eat whatever they like and always be skinny, and then we kind of say they're blessed with this fast metabolism.
Yes, it was Ben! Drop!
But that is not actually true. Now if you was to watch that person, chances are they don't sit still, they move around an awful lot, and they probably don't eat as much as you think. Maybe when you're with them, you see them, they seem like they always seem to be eating crap, but maybe there's other things that they do throughout the day where they're not actually eating as much as you think. Because it is all down to calories basically, and they're not consuming as many calories as you think. And quite often those sorts of people, if you watch them, they're always on the go, always on their feet, always moving around,
and
never sitting still.
Get back
and
now.
I kind of preach, you know, if you want to kind of stay in relatively good shape, then you need to be moving a lot. It's about movement a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's about moving a lot of the
doing
time.
things like the gardening, there's a lot of movement in there. I've been out and about.
I've been out and about.
So today
we've been for a walk with Coco, with Roxy and things.
Look at this bit. That's it. Not at the screen. Look into there, because that's where you're talking to.
Hi guys. So right now we went to a walk with Roxy and Ginger, and Tim and Becky and Macy.
Yeah, so we've done a few hours out in the garden, taken the dog on an hour and a half walk, and racked up nearly 15,000 steps.
We enjoyed doing the garden.
Yeah. So Arthur's helped me do the garden.
Yeah.
And
look.
So I just wanted to kind of bust that kind of myth. Look, there isn't any really such thing as someone who. So I just kind of wanted to bust that myth. There is no such thing as a fast metabolism. It's just that that person doesn't either eat as much as you think, or they have certain tactics in place subconsciously, maybe they don't even realise, that means that they don't consume as many calories as you think. Chances are they're probably moving an awful lot. If you watch that person who you think that about, are they always standing up? Are they always moving around? Do they just tend to not really sit still? And doing little things like this, like the gardening, getting out and about, they all rack up. If you're just sitting down constantly, then that's going to make a huge difference to the amount of calories that you burn in a day. So I thought I'd just share that with you guys. So for example, today I didn't eat anything until 1 o'clock. Had a cup of coffee, and then I've been out in the garden. Then we went on an hour and a half dog walk, and still hadn't eaten anything by that point. And I think by the time we'd actually finished the dog walk, I think it was 2 o'clock. Then I decided that what we would do is go and grab something quick to eat. So Arthur said that he would like a Subway. So I went and got a foot-long Subway. I had a foot-long, but that was the first thing that I'd eaten all day. I don't know, a foot-long Subway is probably about 1,000 calories, but considering I hadn't had breakfast,
And I really love Subway. It's my favourite.
There you go, you heard it there first. It's probably about 1,000 calories for that foot-long. Yes, it's not the greatest meal in the world, but it's convenient when you've got a family. And because I didn't eat till 2 o'clock, that 1,000 calories isn't actually that much. I probably need to consume around 2,500 calories a day to 3,000 for the amount of movement and the amount of exercise that I do.
A free Diet Coke and a chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah, he had a chocolate chip cookie with his as well. And then haven't really eaten anything since. Had one latte today as well, which is about 200 calories because it was a large one. And now I'm going to have dinner, which is going to consist of pretty high protein. So we're having burgers and barbecue ribs at home. And then afterwards, we've actually got a slice of cake. So that's what I'm saying. It's sometimes these people aren't eating as much as you think. Anyway, I'm going to call that a wrap for today's vlog. But first, actually, let me show you the garden. So this is how the garden ended up. And it looked pretty dire before, but just cutting the grass makes a humongous difference. And then there's the patio that was covered in weeds. So anyway, I'm going to make that a wrap for today's vlog. Not a lot really happened, I know, but I thought I'd drop a little bit of knowledge on you guys about the metabolism. So I'll see you in the next one.